Hi, I'm Cynthia Van Schemelhout. In a world where events impact our lives, what events awaken your soul? Today we'll share with you some of the most life-altering experiences of ordinary people with extraordinary faith. The kind of faith that rescues, strengthens, and provides. Welcome to Stories of Faith. In today's world, most young people are usually consumed with shopping, video games, and other things to entertain their minds. But rarely do they think about what they can do to fill their souls. The young people you're about to meet are certainly young at heart, but when it comes to their faith and love for God, you may say they are beyond their years.
I like to draw. I like anime. I like to listen to music and sing at the steering wheel. As a student, people would call me like a nerd. I'm known for that because I'm really into my studies. I was in the math team, science bowl. Oh, and I made my own club called the Asian Kung Fu Generation. Some offices I have in the church are, I'm a member of the choir. I'm a youth group leader. I'm a secretary and I'm in the video documentary committee. And I don't really understand how I actually balance all of that, but I think the key thing was to always pray first. I always pray, God, please let this all work out, because there were times like it was unbelievably hectic. Like there was this time where I had a competition on top of some essays, on top of some articles I had to do for the paper, on top of some cleaning I had to do for the house. And I guess the priority was to just always put God first, because after that, everything just worked out. It's like amazing. Like sometimes I'd be always at church so late into the night at meetings or, practices. But because you invest that time into serving God, He gives back to you more than you could ever ask for. There was this time when everybody was getting notices in the mail about scholarships and stuff like that, the scholarship decisions. My friends, they were like getting scholarship after scholarship. I was like, wow, you're really fortunate, and stuff like that. But then I kept getting rejection letters, one after the other. I felt horrible. My parents are having like financial difficulties. I knew my parents wouldn't like have an easy time paying for college, so I was like, God, I was like praying. I was like, could you please like bless me with a scholarship so that my parents don't have to pay so much or worry so much, because they worry about everything else. Why add this on top? Wow! And then it's like, wait, I didn't even like expect it, It was so out of the blue, but then it's like, oh, there, God's answering your prayer. To other youth like me who are confused, who have problems, who don't know what to do, before anything, even before you talk to your friends, even before you write it down in your blog or something like that, go first to your room, lock the door, sit on your bed, breathe a little, and just close your eyes and talk to Him. Have a little chat. Tell Him everything you're feeling. from like deep down, like so that, cause like who else can solve everything, you know? God, right? So I think that's the most important thing, to always pray to God for everything and at any time, and just when you pray, just trust that God will grant you the best.
I'm Jason Pantaleon. I'm 18 years old and I'm in the city of Milpitas, California. My favorite hobbies are to skimboard on the beach during the summertime when it's nice and warm. Bowling is my favorite indoor sport. Especially with family and friends, it's always a great time to spend some time together with people you really care for. What I'm passionate about in life is really pretty much church. To be able to reach out to those children, to be able to help them grow, understand the meaning of their duty as a choir member, because truly they are the future. Family is very important to me. Without them, really, I wouldn't be here, or I wouldn't be who I am today. I'll introduce my dad. He is really hardworking kind of guy. You know, pretty serious sometimes when it comes to raising his kids. My brother, he's 13 now. Really outgoing. He's, I guess you could say, the jokester of the family. Next up would be my sister. She is the only girl in the family, and I understand that it'd probably be kind of hard for her to grow up in a male-dominant environment, especially at home. My mom has always, of course, been there. She has always put us first before herself. An event that has really tested my faith is when my mom passed away. She passed away from a heart disease that really came out of nowhere. She began to cough uncontrollably, which then I knew that she became really stiff and cold and pale. Called the ambulance. They came over. My dad brought us to the hospital where my mom was delivered, and we circled around her, had a short prayer for us, and letting God know that His will be done, and just to continue to comfort us and to bless us throughout that hard time. I made sure that really no matter what will happen, I will always be there, going to church, going there to worship Him and to perform a duty as a choir member. Which to me is my first priority, and serving God is the first thing that always comes first before anything else. My life now couldn't be any better or anything more I could probably ask for, because despite that my mom is gone, I still have God, I still have my family, I still have my duty and my membership in the Church of Christ, and there could be nothing else I could probably ask for in life as far as now. Having faith means, despite the dark clouds that might come in your life, you know, sunshine will come around after the rain goes.
Hi, my name is Janessa. I'm 9 years old and in the 3rd grade. I like drawing and playing the violin. I have a mom named Joanne and a dad named Ernell. I have 2 sisters named Janelle and Jasmine. My parents work together helping people save their money. As a family, we like to go to the beach. Together, we collect shells and build sandcastles. We even have fun watching Daddy surf. We go to lots of places, but the best place we like to go together is the worship service. I like singing in the choir because I want God to be happy with me. Every night we sit together and tell each other 3 things that we are grateful for. I am thankful to God for giving me a good family.
My name is Mark Vasquez. I live in Orlando, Florida, and this is my life. My hobbies are video and photo. That's what I spend a lot of my time doing. Of course, that's my work too, so other than photo and video, what I like to do is travel. I love to travel. I think others would describe me as someone who is very ambitious and very goal-oriented. I think people would describe me as someone who dreams big. For the past 2 or 3 years, I've really gotten close to my family. I love them so much. My family are my best friends. They're the closest friends I have. I've realized in life that people come and go, but family is always there. And I realize that now I really need to take advantage of the time that I have with them. One thing that I think is amazing about my family is my relationship with my sister. You know, growing up, my sister and I, we weren't, you know, the bestest of friends. My mom would always say that for the rest of your life, you know, you two, you're all each other are gonna have. She is more than what an older sister is. She makes sure that I'm okay, that I'm happy. She always watches out for me. She's more than what a sister should be, and I'm really thankful for that. My long-term career goal requires me to have something that I'm passionate about in life. And it's funny because one day I hope that I'll be able to own my own TV station or my own production company. I'm not really passionate about anything in life except for one thing, and that's God. And my faith is the only thing I'm really passionate about in life. My relationship with God plays as a huge factor in my everyday life. To me, God is my best friend. Without God, I believe I would be nothing. He means more to me than anything else. Any other amount of money or anything in life. Having faith is believing in something, but I believe so much and actions speak louder than words. So to me, having faith means following what God wants us to do. There's only one kind of faith, and they say the true faith, you know, the perfect faith. And having faith means following the commandments of God. Because if you really did believe, you know, we would really follow. My life is not really mine. When I think of the word life, I think of God, because God is the one who gave me my life. I feel like I owe my whole entire being to God. My life is blessed because even though this life doesn't belong to me, God gives me everything I need. God gives me more than enough.
Stay right there. More stories of faith right after this. Welcome back. We continue with our stories from young brothers and sisters in the Iglesia Cristo, or Church of Christ. They are your typical young individuals with the same problems and challenges that other young people face. But what makes them different? See for yourself.
Hi, my name is Rowan. I'm 25 years old and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Basically just hanging out with my family. I love spending time with them and my friends. Just hanging out, talking, going out to eat. We could do everything and nothing together. It would just be so much fun. Others would describe me as someone who's laid back. Simple, sometimes sarcastic, a homebody, but I think I'm pretty funny too. I'm passionate about my duties in the church. One of them is to lead. It's overwhelming. It's such a great blessing. It teaches you humility, patience. Most of all, it teaches you that God is behind everything that He does for you. My family means everything to me. They're always so supportive. They can be sometimes pushy, but I know they always want the best, for me. I started applying for nursing school, and there was this one college, one university that I wanted to go to, and so I applied, but I didn't get in. I didn't pass one class, so it set me behind a year, so I didn't get to graduate on time. Once I graduated, got that over with, was to take my boards to be a registered nurse, and I didn't pass my first time. There was a lot of doubting. It tested, my patience. It tested my love for God. I had to start over another year, but that meant that I had a more clear mind. My goals were more set. And then I passed my boards the second time. Now that I'm starting my career, I want that everything that I do is His will. He's the one who will give me the wisdom, the knowledge, the confidence to be good at what I'm going to do. He gives me the road where I should go, and He tells me where to go. He's my driver, pretty much. Without Him, I would be lost. I hope that God sees me as someone who's always trying her best. May not be perfect, but I hope that God sees me as someone who's striving to give her 100%. My life is about second chances, not being able to get into that first choice college, not being able to graduate on time, bring you able to pass your boards the first time, but even though, you know, you're not first place, it doesn't mean that, you know, second place is bad at all. Victory is, you know, just as sweet the second time around. It might even be better, you know. You learn to appreciate what you've been given. You know, you cherish it more, I think. Yeah, that's my life.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Manikis. I'm 10 years old and in the 5th grade. I have a dad named Reggie and a mom named Nanette and a brother named Kenneth. My grandma also lives with us. My mom goes to nursing school while my dad puts stickers on scales. Even though my parents are so busy, they still make time for the family. I really love my parents because they take the family on fun trips and they buy me whatever I need. Sometimes I play the piano for my family and they stand or sit next to me and pretend to be my audience. One time they went to see me play at my piano recital. I even got a trophy. We always go to church as a family. Going to the worship services really help us get along with each other because we learn good things from God. We always pray together asking God to help us in our daily lives. I am a choir member in the children's worship service. I love singing to God because I want to make Him happy. What I like most about my family is that they support each other and take care of one another, and that's very important. I am so lucky to have them.
My name is Adrian Scott. I am 14 years old and I currently live in San Jose, California. I like to play a lot of sports, mainly basketball and volleyball. You know, I like to go out with my friends, you know, just talk, watch movies together. Sometimes they think of me as determined, but at the same time a procrastinator. I see a lot of people. Sometimes there are people on the streets that can't afford a house, or there are people that try to go back to school and try to learn. You know, they regret the stuff that they did back then, and you know, they missed out. They missed out a lot. I want to succeed in life. I don't want to have to grow up to have a family maybe one day and then not be able to support them. There's nothing wrong with going to the internet. It's just that the time you spend on it, that's what counts, you know. It'll be nice if you do something productive other than going to the internet. I still try to make time for household chores. You know, when my mom tells me to throw the trash away, or when I wash the dishes, clean my room, clean the living room. Obviously, our creator, and you know, I think of him as he's always helping me. You know, he's always a guide to me in my everyday life, and he's always there for me. He's like a really, really good friend that's always there for you, and you can always put your trust on him. Having faith means that you believe in our Almighty God. You believe in what He can do. So if you pray and have faith, that means our Almighty God will answer your prayer. So that's what it means by having faith, you know, believing in God. My life is, you know, it's like an adventure. There's a lot of things that come in my life. You know, what I always say to myself is, you expect the worst, but you know, you always hope for the best.
So many young people today are bogged down with the worries of what their future holds. But for the young people you've just met, they leave their worries and their plans in the hands of the Creator. Their focus is not on the uncertainties of life, but instead, they set their minds in living their lives in service to Him. You've just witnessed how these lives may have never crossed paths, but were linked together simply by their stories of faith. I'm Cynthia Van Schemelhout. Thanks for watching. See you next time.